Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binaries of all ages, welcome to 2026. Well, that too, I guess, but also how to make a literal cat in your favorite RPG. I hope you're not here to learn how to do character creation the old-fashioned way, because this is the cat creation podcast. Why am I trying new things this late in the game?
That's a great question, because it's a new year, you know?
I guess so.
You try new things in the new year. Some of them don't always stick.
Yeah, this one definitely won't. That was so awkward. I'm Joel, by the way.
What's up, everybody? I'm Avalon.
How you been this year, Avalon?
This year is off to an okay start for me, personally, I will say. Took some time off work, specifically, like, the first 2 days of the year, and then I had the weekend off.
Nice. Just
got back to it, getting back into the swing of things, you know. I'm hoping for a year of good change, and I do put emphasis on the hoping for.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be. It would be great. What about you, Joel? How's this year starting off for you?
I've had a, I guess, relatively relaxing start to the year. I was given more time off at work than I asked for, so that was nice. But I also will be returning to the office here in, I guess, basically this week. So I don't work in an office. I work at a restaurant.
The office is just a euphemism for work. Just in general.
Yeah, or bad sitcoms.
True. We're going to get some hate for that, probably.
It's fine.
This is a hill I'm willing to die on. The Office is okay. It's fine. It's a show.
You're way more generous to it than I am. There are a lot of shows out there that everyone insists are good, but, like, I am more willing to believe that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia got turned around once they added, what's his name?
Danny DeVito?
Yeah, once they added Danny DeVito, then I am willing to believe that The Office got turned around in its second season. Like, I watched the entire first season trying to find anything that people liked about the show, and I came away with nothing.
I watched the first 3 seasons of that show, and still I was like, eh.
And I'm taking Avalon's word for it.
Yeah.
The thing that cements for me that The Office is not a good show is every time, literally every single time, I see a Office clip that I think, oh, that's actually kind of funny. It's from a deleted scene or a deleted something. It wasn't an actual part of an episode.
Yeah, deleted scene or a blooper. And then there's people that'll be like, it's just dry humor. You just don't understand it. It's like, no, I get it, man. It's just not that funny.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not here to talk about The Office. We're here to talk about February.
February?
Yeah. Avalon, have you realized that we have literally never celebrated any of the things that happen in February on this podcast?
You know, that did occur to me.
I don't remember we've talked about this on the show or not, but like, we have never once mentioned Black History Month. We have never once done an episode related to Valentine's Day. And so we're going to try and fix both of those things this month.
Yeah.
Starting with Blue Rose. Though I'm going to be honest with you guys, I think genuinely if you're looking for a TTRPG to play specifically for Black History Month, Haunted West. Play Haunted West.
Haunted West is pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't remember if we did a great job of highlighting this when we were doing the character creation for that episode, but if you read through it, a lot of the attempts of that book to remain historically accurate involves highlighting, like, the contributions of Black people, Native Americans, and Mexicans. Like, they will specify those things.
Yep.
Like, what was it, the Stetson?
Yep, the
Stetson hat was made by a Black man.
Correct.
Learned that from Haunted West.
Yeah, it's a good game, it's got fun mechanics, and it'll teach you something along the way.
Yeah, but we already did that one, and also we're doing the Valentine's Day episode this time.
Yeah. So get ready to be in the land of love. Or something.
Well, it's romantic fantasy, okay? We're playing Blue Rose.
Okay. And what is Blue Rose?
You know, that's another game that we need to do before this is all over is Monster Hearts, I think.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Anyway, as I was saying, Blue Rose is, hey, you remember when we did Modern Age back in 2022? And then I don't think we've ever touched another Green Ronin game since?
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the same system, basically. It's like Fantasy Age, but it's romantic fantasy instead of general setting agnostic fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this one comes with a setting and stuff.
Okay. Is this a game that you tell your friends who you secretly think they should get together to play, and you're like, hey guys, I found this cool new TTRPG. Sarah and Josh, you guys should play. Totally. Make characters.
I don't think it's quite like that. I don't think it's quite, again, it's romantic fantasy. So not literally a romance game. Okay. But, I mean, that's kind of part of it. But.
Okay. So you can do that situation. It's just not made for.
Yeah, no. For that, you'd want, actually, I don't know. I am fairly certain if you're willing to dig through the itch.io physical games section, you will probably find some game that is made for a game master and 2 players that is specifically designed to get the 2 players to, like, admit their romantic feelings for each other.
Yeah, there's gotta be a game out there.
Somebody's made that. It's a game where the game master is basically just setting up a scenario for him or herself to be a wingman.
That'd be hilarious to do.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be a funny April Fool's prank. Just take 2 people who don't know each other and put them in that game.
Yeah. It's like playing the marriage game with strangers.
Yeah.
What's this person's favorite food?
Just don't tell them what they're playing.
I want to bring this because when we were recording the mid-roll for last episode, I told Joel I had an intro for this one, but we started talking about The Office instead. I want to get this off my chest since this is the episode about love or, romance essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, we did a Secret Santa, and the person who was my Secret Santa ended up gifting me a copy of the game Date Everything, which was really nice. I've played a bit of it, really enjoying it so far. However, I have one problem with the game, and that is I was told that there was a cat boy in the game, so naturally I had to seek him out. And there are 3 black clocks in your house, and they all have like cat features on them. So I was like, this has got to be the cat boy. I open it up, and it's none other than the man himself, Bryce fucking Papenbrook, doing his voice for Cat Noir.
And, hey, remind me, is the voice he did for Cat Noir the same voice he did for Eren Yeager?
Would you believe me if I told you yes?
I would, because I've heard this rant before.
No, I was like, of all the people they could have picked for the cat boy, they had to give it to the dude who already plays a cat boy.
That was probably the point.
I guess, but also I was just like, as soon as he started speaking, I was like, I know what this is. But sorry, game about dating stuff. I wanted to throw that out there this episode. I thought it was really funny.
I understand.
But no, good game overall.
I think before we get into the character creation or learn anything else about the setting or world or character of Blue Rose, we need to go over the cat creation rules.
Correct.
Because it's been a while. You might have forgotten them. Actually, that's not true. You got an episode 2 weeks ago. But I don't know. Maybe you've taken a long break from the show, or this is your first episode, in which case, hi. You've joined us at an awkward time. We literally just finished announcing that the show is ending. But
yeah, unfortunate timing. But welcome along for the end of the ride.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, we still got, this is episode 90, right? So you got 89 episodes that have already happened, and you've got however many episodes are between now and spring. Or not spring. September. That was the word I meant.
One of those other S words.
Yeah, something like that. So, the cat creation rules are what we follow to make sure that our character remains on target, on brand, on cat, and they supersede the game's rules. Our rules are, we accept no cop-outs. We're making a cat, the exact animal that comes to mind when I say the word, no anthropomorphic races, no people turned into cats, no lions, no tigers, no other cop-outs you can imagine.
Rule number 2 is we cannot use homebrew/house rules. If the rules in the rulebook do not explicitly allow something to happen, we count it as a rule broken.
Rule number 3, if the game includes stats for a literal cat, those must be used or adapted to the game's character sheet.
I do not believe that this game has that.
I would be absolutely shocked.
Rule number 4 is the character's class, background, playbook, job, what have you, must exist in the game's core rules or as part of an official expansion. We cannot use homebrew classes again. They do not exist.
No homebrew. Take that elsewhere.
Yep. Nobody wants the IPA you made in your garage, Dennis.
I don't know. No, I can't say that. I don't drink. I would absolutely not give it a try. Anyway, rule number 5, the cat can learn any skill available to its class, even if it's not something a cat could normally be trained to do.
Rule number 6 is if a tool would be physically impossible for a literal cat to use, even if comically downsized for them, they cannot use it.
Rule number 7, if a character sheet has a section that is meant to be filled out in collaboration with the whole table, we leave that blank, so potential players can make it fit the group that they're playing with.
And last but not least, rule number 8 is we have to keep track of every rule that we break.
And there you go, folks. Now we're ready to make a cat.
We have all the ingredients.
If you will direct yourself to page 29, making a character in 10 easy steps.
Whoa, only 10?
And they're easy.
I love it when the steps are easy. My favorite part about escalators.
My favorite part of escalators is when there's mayonnaise on them, and the mayonnaise is going upstairs, so see you later.
Oh my gosh, all-time great video.
Yeah, I'm a simp.
Mayonnaise! I don't know why, it gets me. It gets me. It hits me right in my soul.
Every time.
Yeah.
That video will always be funny. Anyway, first we need to come up with a character concept. Something like literal cat.
I don't know. I feel like that idea's a bit played out, Joel.
Yeah. Maybe we should end the show over it. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna keep going, though.
Yes, literal cat. That's our character concept, as always.
We joke to cope.
we do a little joke coping around here.
Anyway, step 2. Determine abilities. These are your character's core physical and mental attributes.
Okay.
And I think we start with that on page 31. Your character is defined by 9 abilities: accuracy, communication, constitution, dexterity, fighting, intelligence, perception, strength, and willpower. Taken together, these abilities map out your character's strengths and weaknesses.
You determine your abilities randomly by rolling dice, giving each one a numeric rating ranging from -2 to 4. -2 is quite poor, while 4 is outstanding. 1 is average. The higher the ability, the better.
Alright, so we've got determining. You roll 3 6-sided dice to determine your starting ability. Roll all 3 and add them together to get a result. If you roll 3, 4, and 6, your result would be 13. What do you say we do our rolling first, and then we just save the numbers and we fill it in that way?
Okay.
That way we can... Or would you rather just, do, just a true gamble? We let fate completely decide the cat.
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's, you know what? Let's leave it up to fate.
Okay.
Let's see what this new year has in store for the Literal Cat podcast.
I think it would be funny if we ended up with a cat who's, I don't know, fighting skill or strength, something that would make no sense for a cat to be high in a human or humanoid-centric system. Like, nah, actually, he's stronger than the average orc.
This cat is jacked beyond belief. Let me go grab 3 D6s. We'll get this show on the road.
You know what? This is the perfect time to just take the funny result, whatever that may be. I have no idea for this cat, so yeah, why not let fate decide? Huh, strange. Usually Avalon has dice nearby. This is taking a while.
Okay, 3d6 acquired.
Oh, welcome back. I was beginning to get worried. Usually you have dice closer than that.
Yeah, I did some reorganizing over our break, and now they're across the room in a cubby.
Oh, nice.
Rather than just sitting out on my desk, taking up space.
I didn't clean my desk over the break. I did set up StreamerBot, though.
Nice. I wouldn't say I cleaned my desk, but I decluttered it a bit.
That's also pretty good, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to just go down the list here?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so up first we have accuracy. Okay. I got a 1, a 1, and a 2, which leaves us with a 4, which is -1.
This cat cannot aim.
No, not a sharpshooter.
Literally the opposite of a sharpshooter. This is a dull shooter.
A dull shooter. Alright, up next we have communication. 6 + 5, 11, 15, which is a 3.
Almost as good as it gets on communication.
Truly.
No, actually, the only way it could have gone any better is if you rolled 3 6s.
Yeah.
Also, I want to point out, we were dangerously close to 3 1s for the accuracy roll, which would have given us a -2.
Yes.
Literally, if that 2 had been a 1, it would have been the absolute worst the accuracy could have been.
Real. Up next, we have Constitution. We got a 6 and 2 4s, so 14, which gives us a 2. Yeah, we're pretty down with the Constitution.
Nice.
For Dexterity, we got 9, 10, 11, which puts us at a 1.
Nice.
For Fighting, this is where we see if it gets crazy. We got a 9, so not crazy. That is also a 1.
Well, it's positive, which is still something.
Yep. Better than nothing. Better than negative.
Here's hoping for 3 6s on intelligence.
Oh, please. Ooh. That's 2 3s and a 1. So we have a 0 in intelligence.
This cat has average intelligence, actually. My bad.
Average. Our perception is not looking great. That's an 8.
Also a 0.
Also a 0, yeah. Damn. Okay.
This cat, not aware of its surroundings, actually.
Not very. Object permanence, barely. Its strength...
Okay.
I got 2 6s and a 4.
Well, that is a 3.
That's a 3. We're strong as shit. Can't believe this. Alright, and finally we have willpower, which we got a 14, which is a 2.
This cat is not accurate, not super dexterous, but incredibly tough and incredibly suave.
Oh, you know it?
Like, okay, just for a quick rundown of the stats again. Accuracy, -1. Communication, 3. Constitution, 2. Dexterity, 1. Fighting, 1. Intelligence, 0. Perception, 0. Strength, 3. And willpower, 2. This cat is a tank.
That's it. Just a tank.
Who also has a way with words.
Just imagining a really jacked, like, gym bro hopping up on stage on, like, an open mic night. And he gets up there and he's like, this one is called My Love Among the Stars. He just weaves this beautiful, elegant poetry that leaves the room in tears. There's a guy out there that guy exists out there. I believe it.
They called them, like, warrior poets, right?
Did they?
You've never heard of a warrior poet?
I have not.
A warrior, let's see. I don't think it's supposed to be the Warrior Poet Society.
I was about to say,
this looks like a militia.
This is a militia, I think.
Modern Western culture often tends to stereotype. I'm on TV tropes.
Okay.
Warriors and poets as belonging to distinct, different, and opposing groups. Warriors are manly men who like hitting each other, and poets are culturally refined wimps. Traditionally, though, poetry and war are complementary pursuits. Poems sing of the glory found in battle. Blah, blah, blah. So basically the idea is that actually warriors were often poets.
Interesting. They go hand in hand.
Yeah. One of the top TV tropes, anime and manga results is some character from the Bakugan TV show.
From the Bakugan TV show?
Yeah.
I used to watch that. What character?
Jesse Glenn.
Alright, you've called my bluff. I have no idea who that is.
Cool.
Oh well. To be fair, I did watch that show almost 2 decades ago, so I just put that out there.
Alright, Bleach. This is more my speed. These are characters I would recognize. Vice Captain Kira. Captain Kyoraku. Ori Tabashi. I don't remember this one. Is this that guy that everyone hates, or is this someone else? I literally don't remember this character. Who is this guy?
I would have no clue. I've seen like 30 episodes of Bleach.
Oh, he was one of the visored guys. Okay. I still don't remember him. Okay, Byakuya, though. That everyone should recognize Byakuya. He's the guy who's got the Senbon blade that splits off into, like, rose petals. Cool dude.
What a guy.
Yeah. That's one of the early, like, Bleach fights back in the Soul Society arc. Actually, I think that was the fight of the Soul Society arc. Like, the conclusion of it was against him.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, did I finish the Soul Society arc?
Dude, you should watch Bleach.
Dude, I might.
You gotta... Okay, watch it with, like, a list of episodes to skip because they're filler. Don't skip the Bounce arc, even though it is 100% filler, because it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
But, like, yeah, like, Bleach is just... It's a good show. Everyone loves it for a reason.
That's fair. I mean, I enjoyed watching it. I just I fell off because I was originally watching it with a roommate of mine, and then he moved out, so...
yeah, I gotcha. Anyway, let's get back on track.
Yeah.
The point is, we've made a warrior poet.
We've made a warrior poet. The Warrior Poet Society. No, actually, don't look that up.
Nope.
Not that.
That one, I can't tell if that's like just a straight up militia or if they just sell guns.
I think they sell like t-shirts and stuff, it looked like.
It looked like they sold guns too.
They probably do sell guns. So we have our characters' attributes, which means we can move on to our next step, which is choose a race. Your character can be human, night person, sea folk, Vada, or one of the Raiden, intelligent awakened animals.
Oh, well, I guess there we go.
Yeah, Raiden.
Page 36.
So we have our race. We are a Raiden, which is intelligent awakened animals. They are just animals, correct?
I believe so. The most unusual, they are animals gifted with intelligence and arcane abilities.
Okay, but they're still animals, so I think that...
Yep.
Oh, wait. Yo, we get bonuses.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. It says cat, +2 dex, +1 perception.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so our perception goes from a 0 to a +1, and our dex goes from a 1 to a +3.
Okay, so we're a little more dexterous than previously thought. Still mostly a tank.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Alright, playing a right-hand character can be a challenge, but it is a great opportunity if you like a challenge or are interested in playing a totally different type of hero, which we're doing.
Yep.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't think that we were gonna get this lucky. We were gonna get through this without breaking a single rule.
That's gonna be great.
Let's see. All Raiden are psychic by nature, which gives them a more insightful and potentially understanding nature.
Oh?
So, playing a Raiden. Pick the basic animal type your hero awakened from using the Raiden type table. We've already done that. This provides modifiers to certain stats, base speed, natural attacks, and special powers your character will have access to. So we've already got our ability bonuses. Our base speed is 12, which, let's see, I guess that just goes up on the box labeled speed, which makes sense.
Yep.
Bite, we get 1d6 plus 1, and then claw, which is 1d6 for attacks. I think those go, like, where it says melee weapon.
Yes.
That rules. And then we have the special power, Night Vision.
Okay, yep. And then I have Night Vision written under the powers, talents, and specializations.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah. You gain your choice of intelligence, focus, or any one perception focus. I think we take a perception focus.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I'm just saying that because that stat is now higher than our intelligence, right?
Yes. Yeah, perception is 1, our intelligence is 0.
Yeah. So, let's see. Any one perception focus. I'm guessing we get that later. Let's just hang on to that because I don't think we're there yet.
Okay. Well, let's go back up. Since we have chosen a race, we are now determining a background. Your background is where your hero came from and what influenced their early learning experiences.
And that starts on page 41.
Got a few of these.
Your character didn't spring from nothing, just like real life upbringing, circumstances, shape, personality, and ability. So, we gotta choose a background.
Between Alden, Forest Folk, Jarzoni, Mariner, Kurnish, Lartian, Outcast, or Rezian. Or roamer.
I think it would make more sense to be either forest folk or a roamer.
I was thinking the same thing. I guess it depends on... Forest folk would give us bonuses to our intelligence and perception, which are kind of low. But roamer gives us benefits to things we're already good at, like communication and dexterity. So we could go well-rounded, or we could min-max a little bit.
We might also fit as a reason, or Rezian, a land of riders, hunters, and nomads.
Okay.
The focuses for them would be constitution, stamina, dexterity, writing, intelligence, navigation, or willpower, courage.
Okay. To be Rezian is to be bold and daring, but also pragmatic and at times mercenary.
Well, we are built like a mercenary, so...
We kind of are. Do you want to go with Rezian then?
Yeah, I think so.
Do they have a spot for languages?
Maybe on the second page? No.
No, sirree, Bob. I'll just put it in the character notes.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Strange, though.
Yeah, you would think.
You would think.
Hi, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome to the mid-roll.
Yeah, what Avalon said.
We hope you're all doing well on this fine Wednesday, the day this is being uploaded.
Yes, it is a Wednesday that this is being uploaded.
And not the Wednesday it was recorded, because we don't record on Wednesdays.
Correct. Again, 2 for 2.
Well, that's just a little peek behind the curtain at the show, but allow me to step in front of the curtain and tell you more about the show. If you want to know more about the show, you can go over to a little website we like to call badgertrove.com/literalcatpod.
I think the bill for the website's coming up soon. I should make sure I pay that.
Yeah, maybe. I'll slide you some bucks.
Well, if I do somehow fail to get the money together, you can still visit us on social media at Literal Cat Pod, which is where you'll find us on YouTube, Blue Sky, Tumblr. I think that's the main ones.
But yeah, you can get at us over there. We have an email. If you want to email us, that is literalcatpod@gmail.com. You can send us games to check out. You can send us pictures of your cat. You can send us challenges. You can send us guest requests. You can do many things with the email, which is, again, literalcatpod@gmail.com.
Yep. And guys, I know you probably don't like to keep hearing that the show is going to end after the summer, but the show is going to end after the summer. So if you have any last minute requests, literally right now is the time to get them in.
Yeah.
If there's any game that we've not done that you think it's essential that we do, we've got a list of games that we think is essential that we do. We've got a list of guests that we'd like to try and get on, if at all possible. But I don't know, we might not get to them all. We need to know what should be prioritized. Obviously, we gotta do Cyberpunk at some point. Mm-hmm. At this point, I don't know if we get Shadowrun done without some special guest who is very familiar with Shadowrun's 6th World and who can make that a somewhat painless experience for us.
If you know anybody like that, or if you are somebody like that, get at us.
We're not gonna be doing a horror theme, so if you have any horror games that you think we should try, I don't know, Delta Green or Call of Cthulhu, I've got a guest who I want to get on for that, but if you think it's important that we do one of those, we need that feedback.
Yep. So yeah, now's the time. Email us, hit us up on socials. If there's anything you want us to cover before we're out the door, holler before we're putting on our jacket.
Exactly. We basically have until the end of the spring to just have free reign, and after that it will just be whatever fits within the theme of Silver Screen Summer.
Yep.
Which I don't know. We probably got to do the Star Trek RPG. I don't know what else we have to do.
Yeah, we got to get the Star Trek one, but other than that, I think we can find some properties and have a field day.
We'll have to find the properties. That's the whole theme.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can also join our Patreon, though right now would probably be an awkward time to do that. We're gonna have to rework the offerings there when we no longer have a primary podcast attached to it.
Yeah.
Speaking of feedback, I guess this is also going to be some of the last times to rate and review while the show is on air.
Yeah.
So if you want us to know what our show has meant to you, now is the time to go over to iTunes, Spotify, Good Pods. I'm drawing a blank on any other review services right now. And write that review. Now is the time.
Now is the time.
Make that review board look like a memorial. Anyway, I think that's enough about the show for now. Avalon, what do you got going on?
Not a ton going on online right now, TBH. Returning to streaming TBD still. So if you want to be on the lookout for that, which I'm hoping to get to it soon, TM, but we'll have to see. But if you want to be there when it does happen, go to twitch.tv/Avalon Alchemist. And if you want to get notified beforehand, go to Blue Sky at Avalon Alchemist, because I usually post when I'm going to stream on there. But that's all I got. What about you, Joel? Or should I say, Oh Mammer?
You should say Omammer. That is my online persona now. Omammer VT on Blue Sky, Tumblr, YouTube, and Twitch. And right now, honestly, is a great time to get on the YouTube and Twitch bandwagon, for me at least, because I was just talking to Avalon about this. I actually think I have almost the whole year planned out in streams already. I've just got so many things to get through. Just a few highlights. A random bi-monthly party game with my other streamer friends. That'll be fun. Could be Buckshot Roulette, like it will be later actually, the day after Valentine's Day, Avalon and I are going to be playing Buckshot Roulette with a couple of other people who, I think, Avalon, you've played with them before, right? They were in the playtest of my Cheese Heist game.
Yes. I have played with both of them, I believe.
So anyway, those two guys, they'll be playing Buckshot Roulette with us the day after Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Some more, waifu tier lists. Streams that I'm probably going to do. I've got a whole PowerPoint presentation about hot dogs that I'm going to be making a video about for YouTube.
Sorry, we got into this before we started recording. Not in a bad way. Joel has changed my perspective on how I see hot dogs.
Yep.
And I'm sure he will change your perspective too.
Yeah, hopefully. This is definitely the PowerPoint presentation that you will put on at a party where everyone is inebriated and also being served hot dogs.
Yep. So honestly, anybody that works at a baseball stadium out there, just throw up that video on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, who needs Gargura when you've got me?
Yeah.
To compare hot dogs to fungi. I'm not going to spoil it too much. There is a whole Tumblr post about it if you follow my Tumblr, but the PowerPoint is going to have even more. Anyway, those will all be coming out later this year. I've started getting YouTube videos up again. Published one, I guess a couple weeks ago at this point. With any luck, I'll have another one out this month. Oh yeah, also the Rouge the Bat character creation streams for different tabletop RPGs. Every time I say it, it feels less like a joke. So yeah, I guess look out for that. It'll probably actually happen at some point. But yeah, that's Omammer VT on all platforms, except Twitter. Well, technically Twitter as well, but that's locked down and I've not visited it in a couple years. So honestly, they might be auctioning off my account from what I heard.
Wait, they're going to be auctioning off people's accounts?
I don't know if it's true, but I heard somewhere that Elon Musk had said that he was planning to sell Twitter accounts that had been inactive for a certain period of time.
Okay.
So I don't think it's likely, but it's possible that my Twitter account has been auctioned off. And there is some Omammer VT impersonator out there who probably doesn't even know enough about me to know what to impersonate. Just suffice to say, I'm not on Twitter.
Fair enough. It's a pretty bad place to be these days.
That's been my opinion of it ever since it became stalkerware back in 2024.
Is that it? Are we?
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Okay.
Anyway, let's get you back to your nice Valentine's Day themed episode.
Yeah.
Let's see, now choose a class. Wait, I'm looking back up at page 29 at the overview.
Okay.
Just because I'm not sure. Yeah, there's not a point where, what was it that we got with the write-in, the cat thing?
Oh, we got a +1 perception and +1 dex.
And night vision, but there was something either part of that or past that it said we'd get, and we were like, okay, well, we're gonna have to come back to that later.
Mm-hmm. Was it the benefits thing down here?
let's see. If you choose to play a Raiden, develop your character, pick the basic animal type, you gain your choice of intelligence, focus, or any one perception focus. So there's nowhere in the, like, main thing where it tells us what a focus is. I don't think.
Not that I've seen.
No, it's not part of any of the other steps. So, one moment. Let me see if I can find the table of contents. Focuses. That's part of chapter 3 on page 67, which I guess is the new funny number or something. I don't know why, but
6, 7. That's...
I'm not in on the joke.
I'm not either. I just know that my nieces and nephews come up to me and they say 6, 7, like that. And I'm like, yeah, kids, it's great.
If we're taking a perception focus, those are apparently empathy, hearing, psychic, searching, seeing, smelling, tasting, touching, tracking, or visionary.
You think tracking would be a good one?
Tracking. Follow tracks and other signs of passage. Maybe. I was going to recommend hearing, but tracking is good too.
Hearing is good. It's nice to hear things.
It is nice to hear things. We haven't really other than the fact that we have a warrior poet, I guess it does come from a hunting background. Tracking would make sense.
Yeah.
Let's do tracking.
Okay. Just throw that on there.
Wait, natural weapons, you do not begin with, but now have special access to focuses relating to your natural attacks. So we don't get that to begin with. You gain the novice degree of the psychic talent, but must choose psychic contact as your third arcanum.
Is that something we have to do?
I think so. It's part of being a Raiden.
Oh yeah, because it said they're all psychic.
Yep. There's an arcana spot on the character sheet.
Yep.
So we get second sight, psychic shield, and then psychic contact.
And those are all arcana?
Yeah, and they're all novice.
Where are you seeing this?
Page 37. Oh, we do not choose a background. Yeah, you do not choose a background as Raiden do not mature in humanoid society.
Oh.
Well, that's fine.
Okay, we can just erase that and say that our cat speaks Resian anyways.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Who's gonna stop us?
We get one additional language of our choice anyway, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got talents. Where are talents put at? Powers, talents, and specialization. Okay, so we're a novice psychic, basically, and that goes under our talents. Right next to the night vision.
Ah.
Let's see, you're limited to performing the kinds of physical manipulations an animal of your type can achieve. That's fair, we would have said that anyway. Your size, large or small, and your animal shape limits your movement and actions in logical ways. So larger Raiden cannot ride horses. Smaller Raiden lack the size and leverage to push open heavy gates or carry large objects, regardless of their comparative physical abilities. Okay, again, all these things are completely fair.
Yeah.
You can only vocalize sounds an animal of your type can, which means you cannot speak out loud, although you can communicate through psychic contact, which is why we have that ability.
Makes sense.
You are considered skilled in the brawling weapons group and in use of your natural weapons. So, brawling weapons. Is there a place to mark that as a skill?
I mean, would it count as a specialization?
Maybe?
I can put it there.
Okay, unless we're told not to, then that makes sense. And then we roll twice on the Raiden benefits table. It's a 2d6 roll.
Oh boy. Up first, we have a 1 and a 4, which gives us a 5. Focus, dexterity, stealth. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's fitting.
And the last one, we have a 4 and a 4, and that gives us +1 perception.
Oh, so now we're actually good at perception.
Yeah.
We started out below average, and now we are well above it.
Hell yeah.
And let's see. We get no training in other weapons groups regardless of chosen class. So whatever class we choose, the only weapon type we are skilled with is brawling weapons.
Okay.
That's the limitations and perks of using a Raiden.
Okay.
We already know we're skipping background, which means we can jump to class.
You can choose Adept, Expert, or Warrior.
Are those the class types?
Yep, those are the 3 class types. So let's see. An Adept is a wielder of arcane power. This is on page 44, BT dubs.
Right.
An Adept is a wielder of arcane power, able to use arcana more easily and effectively than others. As an Adept, you should stay away from close combat fighting unless otherwise specially trained. Let the warriors handle that, and use your arcana to help your allies and hinder your enemies. Okay, neat.
So this is literally the 3 classes from Dragon Age. You've got your mage, rogue, and warrior.
Yeah, pretty much.
The expert is the rogue class. We are the warrior class, obviously.
We have to be. We've talked this
Yeah.
cat up so much as a warrior poet.
Exactly. Classic fighter, you can use this class to represent any kind of martial character, like a soldier, mercenary, militiaman, former blacksmith turned adventurer, literal cat who bite good. It doesn't say that. I added that.
A little editorializing.
Yep. Let's see. Do we start at level 1?
I would assume so. That is where most RPGs start.
Well, I mean, there's the occasional that don't have you start at a level, but you're right. Let's see. You become a novice in 2 of the following talents. Arcane potential, archery style, carousing, dual weapon style. So we can't choose any of the weapon styles.
Nope.
So no dual weapon, no archery, no single weapon, no thrown weapon. We got tooth and claw.
Okay, that's good.
Because those are our things anyway. No two-handed style, no unarmed style. I think we can say arcane potential, though, because we are already psychic, right?
Yeah, true. Do you want to put that down? Arcane potential?
Yeah. And that gives us a method to explore that psychic power further as we go on.
True.
And then, of course, already we got tooth and claw, so I think we just put that one down as our other class power.
Sounds good to me.
And then we move on to the next step, equipment.
Hold up. We do still have a couple things to do.
Oh, we do?
Yes, we need to determine our starting health, and then, I guess, it says primary abilities are constitution, dexterity, fighting, and strength, and then secondary abilities are accuracy, communication, intelligence, perception, and willpower. Do we have to put a check mark next to those since they're primary, or I don't know if we have to do anything with that?
I guess we should mark it somehow, right?
Yeah.
They got that little checkbox next to it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So constitution, dexterity, fighting, and strength.
And then everything else is secondary.
Yes.
So starting health, 30 plus constitution plus 1d6.
Our 1d6 roll is a 1. Damn. Good news, our constitution is a 2, so we get 33 health in total.
I mean, that's pretty good. Probably.
Yeah.
I would assume it's a higher number than some of the other classes would get.
Yeah, I believe so.
Let's see, brawling, that's our weapon group because that's all we're allowed to take. But we already knew that part.
Yeah. Okay, I think that was it then. So we can move on.
Yay.
Yippee. So yes, equipment.
Huge equipment list and differentiating mechanically isn't what the swashbuckling action and romance of Blue Rose is about. Basically what they're saying is they don't differentiate between different weapons as much as like the basic fantasy age would.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get a weapon to start with though.
Correct.
Because we got our natural powers.
The tooth and claw style.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we don't have any weapons, do we have any armor?
Comes in many forms, from the hide and leather armor favored by scouts. Comes in 3 broad categories, light, medium, heavy. I don't think so.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think the right-hand page said anything about armor.
I thought it did.
Did it?
Did it not say we have like a...
Well, let's double check.
Or maybe it was the background that said we had something in armor.
And we don't have a background, so...
Oh, yeah, that's right. No. Oh, my God.
Anything related to that is irrelevant to us.
True. Forgot about that for a second. My cat just jumped up on my keyboard and almost did something to Reaper.
Oh, no.
I don't know what she clicked, but it opened up a secondary window. It scared me for a second.
Gain the novice degree of the psychic. Do not choose a background. This allows you to... Okay, so... No, all it says about weapons and armor is that we are trained in the natural weapons group.
Okay. I thought there was something that said something about armor, but maybe I'm misremembering.
And then it says that we get the brawling skill, but...
Okay. Well, then I guess we don't start with any armor.
No. Unless the warrior says something about us starting with armor, I don't think we do.
Oh yeah, you also start as a novice in armor training. It is often preferable for a warrior to start with at least one style talent.
Okay.
So I guess that counts as a talent then? A novice?
I guess so.
In armor training.
Novice armor training means that we can probably take some light armor, which means that we have an armor rating of 3 and an armor penalty of 0.
An armor rating of 3, you say?
Yep. On page 54, it has the chart for armor types.
Aha. Sweet. Okay, got that down.
And then obviously no shield for us.
Nope.
One final number we need to calculate for our character, and that is defense. Defense measures how difficult it is to hit your character. Defense is 10 plus dexterity plus shield. We don't have a shield, so it's just 10 plus dex.
Okay. Well, our dex is 3, so we get a 13 in defense.
And I don't think there's any reason we'd start with an arcane item, so I think we just name our cat.
Yeah. What is this warrior poet's cat name? Wait.
Are we opening the warrior cat name generator again?
We gotta. It's been a minute. We left the stats of this character up to fate, so let's leave the name up to fate too.
All right.
So wait, this gives us a list of 10.
Are we gonna leave the gender up to fate as well, or?
Yeah, F it.
All right. I guess we can.
If the player truly wants to change that, then they can.
All right. We can flip a coin for it. Why not?
I don't have a coin handy.
That's okay. You got that D10 for your table, right?
Yeah,
Let's just decide the name first.
Okay. I got an 8 on the D10, so I'm gonna roll a D6, generate that many times, and then we'll pick the 8th name on the list.
Okay.
I got a 1. Okay. Badger's Spot, which doesn't really seem like a name?
Yeah, Badger Spot. Barely a name, but you know what?
We can just name it Badger.
Badger's fine.
Instead of Badger's Spot, we could name it Badger Spot.
Yeah, something like that.
I think yeah, Badger Spot is definitely a warrior cat type name.
Sounds like it. And maybe it's named for that because it's got like, I don't know, you know how the badgers have that like stripe down the middle of their head, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's got one of those.
I like to believe that it does.
All right, what's a striped cat? That's just a tabby cat. Okay.
Just a tabby. All right. Easy peasy.
All right, now, is Badger Spot a boy or a girl?
Probably a boy. Just in my mind.
That's fine.
I'll put he him next to the name so people will know. Epic. So what's next? Or is that it?
I think no, we got our goals and persona.
Yes. Okay. Goals and persona.
We start with our calling, I guess. Your hero's calling is their place in the world, their role in the grand story of life. A calling is broader and more overarching than simple goals, which are following, involving lifelong drives and motivations. This is a high, if I remember correctly from when we did Modern Age and Dragon, I forgot about Dragon Age. Dragon Age, also a Green Ronin game.
Oh.
Anyway, I forgot when we did those, but they had kind of a similar setup, right? Where like, you have this big goal that your character wants to achieve over the course of a long adventure, and then you have small day-to-day goals, like 1 or 2 of those.
Okay. Gotcha.
So my bet would be that this is kind of the same deal. And they want us to draw on a tarot deck. Now, I happen to not have one of those, but what about you?
I also do not have a tarot deck.
Cool.
I'm not a reader, as they say. I'm sure there is a...
I have found a virtual tarot deck.
Okay, I'll let you roll these.
One moment. I need to find I need to find one that lets me filter between, what is it called? The arcanas and the faces?
Yeah.
Or the minor and major arcanas. I should probably get like one tarot deck at some point, considering how many RPGs have we looked at that reference them at this point?
Quite a few. More than I would expect, to be honest.
Alright, so I drew 2 cards. The first one I drew was strength.
Okay. Our calling is physical perfection.
Oh, this cat hits the gym.
This cat hits the gym. Badger Spot needs a spotter at the gym. So, okay, our calling is physical perfection.
And then the second card I drew was the 6 of Cups.
6 of Cups. The 6 of Chalices, if you will.
Yeah, that'll have to do.
Our destiny is reflective, and our fate is excessively nostalgic.
We wax poetic about the glory days.
Yep.
We got the stories, though, right?
Oh, for sure.
This cat has stories to tell, and if you let him curl up on your lap, you will hear every single one of them, because he can only communicate with you psychically if he's touching you.
Yep.
That's the deal here. And boy, does he have stories to tell. Man, I like that. That's actually pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I was thinking, like, if we want this cat to be older, so it's like, he's already fought and everything, And he's just doing adventure for the love of the game.
Yeah, I feel like that is so fitting, though, for a warrior poet archetype, right?
It is. I love that when we leave a bunch of stuff up to chance in our characters, things always seem to somehow fall into place.
They do. And it's great, though, because, like, we came into this joking, like, okay, well, we're gonna have a bunch of stuff. Maybe none of it will make sense. And then we immediately, like, got started telling a story based on the roll of the dice and how our stats laid out. And, oh, it turns out we don't have to break any rules to just play as a cat, right?
Yep.
Because they are accommodating of that. And so it means that we literally can be a warrior poet because we have the ability to tell stories with our psychic powers. And then, oh, what do you know? Our destiny and fate is one that is perfect for a character of that background, especially an experienced one.
Yep. Oh, that's awesome.
So this cat could be 9 years old, but, like, he's got his stories from maybe even older. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe no one knows exactly how old he is. He won't tell you the truth if you ask.
Every time you ask, he just says old enough.
No, he'll tell you he's still a kitten.
Look at me. Look at how young and spry I am.
Yeah. Then he knocks over everything on top of the piano. Also a thing that a kitten might do is the thing.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, well.
Is that it?
Nope. We got a corruption.
Oh, we have to have a corruption?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. All people in the world walk a path between their destiny and their fate towards their calling, but some are driven by truly terrible acts. These push them towards corruption and the influence of shadow. Characters become corrupt in two ways, by using sorcery, see the Arcana chapter, and by acting in accordance with their fate in a corrupt place or while in contact with a corrupt item. So maybe this is something we don't do off the bat.
It doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
Let's see, goals, persona. This might be part of the goals and persona thing. But yeah, okay, so there's corruption, redemption. Here's goals.
Okay.
Goals are things your character wants to achieve, usually in accordance with the other qualities of the hero's persona. So we care about staying in peak physical shape, right?
Yep.
And we also love telling stories about the past. This kind of sounds like a cat who wants to stay ready for more adventures.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's our goal. I don't see another table, so I think we just get to decide this one.
Yeah, I think so. Choose at least, okay, yeah, when you create your character, choose at least 2 goals. Ideally, consider a short-term goal, something the character can achieve relatively quickly, and a long-term goal, something that may take years or even a lifetime to achieve. So I guess our long-term goal can be battle-ready.
I think that's just a constant ongoing goal. Is like, I need to stay ready for my next adventure.
Yep. Yeah, I'll put that down. Stay battle ready.
And then for maybe a higher goal, have my stories woven into history.
Ooh, yes.
This cat wants to be remembered, and he has a way with words, so he might actually be.
Okay, I'll just put remembered through his stories. That's our 2 goals.
Yep.
And the last step on the character creation.
Relationships.
Determine your hero's relationships. These are important connections with other characters and groups which motivate and inspire your character.
Romance, rivalry, and others' relationships are a big part of Blue Rose. They feature prominently in the romantic fantasy that inspires the setting in the game. They drive characters in the world of Aldea to epic heights and dastardly lows. This section provides optional systems for modeling and using character relationships in Blue Rose. These rules aren't meant to replace role-playing these relationships. Got it. Okay, so relationships are defined by bond. Bond is a short description of the connections between the characters, usually in the hero's own words. So, does it tell us how many we start with, or...
I don't know.
It's interesting that this is all part of the character creation chapter, because it doesn't seem like... It seems like most of this is about defining relationships through play.
Yeah. This could also be a table thing, because it's talking about relationships between characters, and I'm assuming they mean between player characters.
No, I don't think so, because usually when they are talking about the player characters, they specifically say hero, and when they're talking about characters in general, they'll say characters. So it could be that the character in question is a hero, but it could also be a non-player character.
Okay.
Maybe we just come up with one.
Okay. I think it'd be I think it'd be funny to have a rivalry with another, we'll just, for lack of a better term, warrior cat, who, like, has also been on, like, these great adventures, but our good old Badger Spot is like, oh yeah, you think slaying a dragon is cool? Well, let me tell you about the time I took out a whole town of demons, like...
Okay, so what if instead of a cat... Okay, I don't want to lean into stereotypes too much. But what if instead of a cat, it was a dog?
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
I'm just thinking, like, if we are leaning into, like, at least the culture of our world as we understand it, is like, dogs are kind of seen as more the, like, the pet, right? At least in America. Is like,
Yeah.
The dog is the pet. This is what you get. Like, this is the loyal one. This is the brave one. This one will,
protect your family.
Yeah, you got it. And so I think even if their feats are equal, people treat this rival's feats as if they are greater.
Yeah.
Because of a cultural perception. And so this cat is just constantly trying to one-up whatever the dog Raiden will do. Because they're both equally famous. I think that would be good. They're both equally famous. Maybe they have a, like, history of working together and a respect for each other, but they're always trying to one-up each other on the, like, the storytelling.
Yeah. They're always trying to weave the most magnificent tale.
Yep.
Okay, so we have relationship name, intensity, and relationship bond. So some of the examples of the bonds they say are, I love them more than my own life. I will bathe in their heart's blood for the pain they have caused me. We are brothers in battle. Yeah. We are brothers in battle. I am closer to them than my own kin. When we are together, I feel like I can fly. They are the love of my life. They are my liege, my friend, and while I would never tell them, the person I love most in all the world. We're going a different way. We're going hateful.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily hateful.
Yeah.
I think I deeply respect them, but I'm not letting them steal my spotlight.
Yeah.
And then the intensity. In addition to bond, relationships have intensity. This shows the strength of the relationship between the characters. Since these rules are only used for important relationships, even the lowest intensity relationship is stronger than a hero's connection to other characters. Rated between 1 and 5. Even an intensity 1 is a powerful and important force in a character's life.
Okay.
I think maybe this is only a 1 or 2.
I would say 2.
Okay, so these two are bonded, like, if only in their rivalry, but they are bonded. They have a respect for each other's feats, but they still want to be the better one at the end of the day.
Yeah, I feel like they listen to each other's stories, like, at the tavern and stuff, and then at the end of it, they're like, fuck, I gotta do something cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what I should write down for the bond.
I do think it is, I respect them as my peer, or I respect them as my equal maybe, but I can't let them steal my spotlight.
Okay, that's a good way to put it.
I think that sums up the relationship that we've put down before them.
And I think we have to come up with a name for them as well.
Yeah, maybe it's Dane the dog.
Dane the dog, I like that.
He's even got a catchy nickname. It's like, everyone knows Badger Pop by his stories, but it's like, oh, Dane the dog's coming to town.
Yo, you guys hear Dane the dog is coming in? Bro.
It's Dane the dog. He's even got a catchy name.
Dude, the alliteration goes crazy. All right. That is our one bond. We got the intensity. I think that's it.
Another character that might be good to have, like just maybe a low level bond with, is an interpreter.
Oh yeah, like somebody who like he tells the stories to and then they like speak them out loud for everybody else.
Yeah, maybe not someone who travels with them, but like anytime they're together, this guy knows how to draw a crowd and knows how to make the story sound really good.
Yeah.
And I think this one would probably not be an intense relationship. I think these two have a mutually beneficial partnership at best.
Okay. I can just put partners in storytelling and nothing more. Does that work?
Or maybe. I think we gotta do something about like why he respects him, cause like, that's like, okay, well, what's it matter, right? Mm-hmm. I think it's, I'm trying to think of how to say this, but like, the best narrator a guy could ask for. Or the best narrator a cat could ask for.
Hell yeah.
And what's his name?
Finland. I don't know. That's a good question.
Hey, I've got an idea. What if this
Okay.
partnership started because the guy has a B name and so Badger can get his own alliteration?
Oh, okay. What are we thinking? Like Bogdan.
Or maybe just Benson, I don't know.
Benson? Okay, I like Benson. Sure. Alright. Yeah, Benson and Dane the dog. Those are 2 relationships.
There you go. And now I think we're actually at the end. Oh, I guess I'm seeing down here with starting relationships, it has to be, like, one can be an intensity 2, one can be an intensity 1.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Every Rhydon has an additional intensity 2 relationship they can generate if desired, the Rhy bond. A deeply intimate connection to another being, usually a human. A Rhydon can bond with one person at a time, and the bond usually lasts until the death of one or both parties. I don't know that fits the character we've made, and it is optional.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, I think no then. But like these characters that we've mentioned, like, I say we give the intensity 1 relationship to this fellow narrator, just so we can get the mechanical benefit of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, that is actually the end there.
What? Pretty cool. Pretty interesting system.
Yeah. So, again, no rules broken, as we discussed earlier.
Love having an episode where we get away with that.
Yeah, this was honestly, I know I probably should have known this because I've had a physical copy of the Blue Rose RPG for a couple years now, but if I knew that about the Rhydon, I'd forgotten it. Like that's cool though.
A nice little surprise for you.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's it. Avalon, do you have a cat pun for us?
I do, technically.
Technically.
Yeah, I forgot that this is not the first episode of the year. It's just the first episode we're recording this year.
Right.
So I will leave you all with this. I hope you all have a positively perfect year.
That's nice.
Yeah. Decided to go a little sweet.
That's good every once in a while. Anyway, thank you everyone for listening.